So I sit here before you today to speak on behalf of Impact Charter School, a school that has become a beacon of hope in Baker, Louisiana, a city where too many children have been left behind by a failing education system. Before we dive into the policies and budgets that I'm going to get here to today, let me tell you the story of Dr. Chakesha Scott. Let me humanize her for a second. A woman of vision, determination, and unwavering commitment to our children. A woman that once took out a loan on her house to get this school started. Dr. Scott didn't start this school because it was easy. She didn't wake up one morning and say, let me build the charter school because the road will be smooth. No, she started Impact Charter because she saw a need. She saw children in Baker and North Baton Rouge being failed by a system that didn't see them, didn't invest in them, and didn't believe in them. She fought through red tape, financial obstacles, and political resistance to build this school from the ground up. And I ask you, what did she build? In its core essence, she built a B-rated school in a district where struggling schools are the norm. She built a school that was received national recognition from U.S. News and World Report 2 years in a row. She built a school that was recognized 5 times by the Louisiana Department of Education for exceptional gains. She built a school that works. So I ask y'all today, why dismantle the board of a school that is succeeding where so many others have failed? Why would you script the leadership of a school that is proving every single day that Black and brown children in Baker will excel when given the right environment? But let me take a second and address the elephant in the room that was just mentioned in the minutes. We acknowledge that Monday's meeting was not our finest moment. We have room for great improvement. We will not sit here and pretend otherwise. The board was caught off guard. They were expected to recall operational details on the spot without having the necessary documents in front of them. And yes, there were certainly moments of confusion. But let's be clear, a single meeting does not define the competencies of this board of this school. This is the same board that loaned money to hire secretaries. This is not a failing school. This is not a school mismanaging funds. This is not a school where children are being neglected. This is a well-run, financially sound, academically strong school that is meeting its mission. We are actively addressing the board concerns by seeking a deputy superintendent to alleviate some of Dr. Scott's operational load, strengthening board committees to ensure that expertise is utilized efficiently, engaging in additional board training, not because we are incompetent, but because we are committed to continuous improvement. But let's be real. If governance concerns were truly the issue, why not work with us more? Why not provide us additional support? Why not come help us? Reconstitution is not the answer, it's a punishment. A charter school board, is not responsible for daily operations. We're responsible for oversight, governance, and accountability. The questions directed at our board on Monday were questions that should have probably been directed at the school's administrative leadership. The board's job is to ensure policies are followed, budgets are sound, and the leadership is held accountable, which we did. My very first motion on this board was to put Dr. Scott on leave until an internal investigation was complete. We have passed with clean audits for 9 years with no findings. We have maintained strong financial solvency with a responsible reserve fund. We have ensured that Impact Charter meets all academic compliance requirements. So again, I ask, if this is not a well-run school, why are we seemingly being singled out? Let's talk about the facts for a second. Impact Charter is a B-rated school. We serve over 450 students. The majority of them, whom are Black, come from low-income families. Our students are outperforming many other schools in the district. We are doing what so many schools in struggling districts have failed to do. We've seen other charter schools with financial and academic concerns receive renewals without hesitation. We've seen schools with documented governance issues given support instead of reconstitution. GeoPrep was given opportunities for improvement. I ask the same here today for Impact Charter. If we are truly concerned about governance, work with us. Offer the same resources and support that you've given others. But do not attempt to destabilize a culture in a school that is proving every single day that Black excellence is real, that Black children in Baker can achieve, and that a Black-led charter school can thrive. Let's talk about our budget for a second, because we want absolute transparency. With over a total revenue of $6.6 million, total expenditures of $7.5 million, employee salaries and benefits of $4 million, 53.6% of the budget. Board reserves are responsible and within state guidelines. We operate under the highest financial accountability standards. We comply with Louisiana's Local Government Budget Act. And let's be clear, Impact Charter is not in financial distress. If this is about governance, help us strengthen it. But do not dismantle something that is working. You have a decision to make today. You can either uphold fairness and transparency, supporting a school that is meeting expectations, or set a dangerous precedent where any high-performing charter school can be taken over, not because of failure, but because of politics. We're not asking for a pass. I sat here and acknowledged our mistakes. We're asking for fairness. We're not asking for you to ignore the improvements that we most certainly need to make. We're asking for help. We're asking for you to come to our board meetings and sit and see where we need improvements. We're asking for you to give us the same grace, the same opportunity, the same fairness that has been given to other schools. Impact Charter is not just a school. It is a lifeline of children that otherwise would have probably been left behind. We built a culture of success, of excellence, of possibility, and we refuse to allow that culture to be destroyed. It does not make sense to dismantle the board of a B-rated school that's Black-led, that's high-performing, in a community that absolutely needs it the most. Give us the same opportunity that others receive. Give us the same grace that GeoPrep was granted. Give us the same fairness that our children deserve. Don't take us apart. I ask you to come help us. Thank you.
05. Further, Bessie reconstitutes the Board of Directors and appoints the following LDOE recommended members to the Board of Directors, as outlined in Title 28, Part 139, Bulletin 126, Charter School Section 2105, effective February 21st, 2025. They are Dr. Perry Daniel, Marguerite Mack, Mickey Matthews, Verisha Perkins, Achilles Williams, Dr. Torrance Williams, and Mr. Willie Williams, Jr. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Do I have a second?